Are you looking for a free open source CRM to manage all your customer relationships in one place? Let's discover EspoCRM, a web application used by over 50,000 companies across 163 countries to handle sales, support and marketing from a single intuitive interface. It comes with all the essentials: leads, opportunities, contact, calendar, mass emailing and customer cases, and goes further with a powerful entity manager to model anything you need, a full OpenAPI surface to plug it into your stack, and a built-in customer self-service portal. To start using it, you can use their cloud version starting at $15 per month per user. Self-deploy it on your server by following the instructions on the official documentation. Or use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy it seamlessly on your server or the cloud provider of your choice. We handle the installation, backups, updates and ongoing maintenance for you. To start using EspoCRM on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for EspoCRM and select. Choose between the different cloud providers we support, choose between the different regions and service plans based on your needs. Then next. On the final screen, you can adjust more advanced settings and choose between different levels of support. The first one is free and included by default. Once you're all set, hit the Create Service button. Once the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your new instance is ready. Let's follow the Get Password link. We arrive on Elestio administration dashboard. By the way, I didn't mention it in the previous video, but we have a full new UI, and I hope you'll like it. In this screen, you have access to your admin credentials. Let's copy the password. It is automatically generated for you. And we have the admin UI link. The user is your Elestio email account. Open it, type your credentials and hit login. You arrive on the dashboard. It's empty for now, but we will see a filled one later. On the left navigation, you have accounts, contacts, lead, opportunities, calendar, tasks, cases, emails, document, campaign, knowledge base, a lot of things. The UI is clean, no marketing stuff. It feels like a tool for daily use. The main thing you want to do on this type of software, because you won't work alone on it, is on the top right, go to administration. From there, you can customize absolutely everything, but before doing so, let's dive into the users section. And from there, you can create teams, different roles, and invite the users. So let's see if we go into teams, we can create one. Let's name it marketing. You can attach a role to them, but we didn't create one beforehand, so we won't be able to. But you can see you have fine control over it, but you are not obligated to fill everything. We can just save, go to team, create another one, name it sales, save, and we're good to go. If we go back to administration, we have the roles. We can create one and you define all the permissions you want. You really have fine-grained control. If you look currency, are you able to create, read, edit, delete, or stream it? And this for most of the features of the app. While it's very handy, it would be nice that there are some presets because it would be a lot to fill. Now let's have a look at the CRM features. We have accounts, contacts, leads, and opportunities. The first thing we want to add is a lead. So let's open it. You have a list of your leads, but so far we have none. Create a lead. Let's set up our usual John Doe. You can add many information. You can also adjust in the administration panel what settings you want. If ever there are custom fields you want to add, EspoCRM is very modular, so you can set up the default leads, contacts, everything. You can assign a user to it, but so far there is only me, the admin, or you can choose which team. So here we have access to our teams. Let's say marketing, save. We have our first lead with not a lot of information inside, but it's fine. It's in the followed state, but if ever it becomes a real client, you can click on convert. You can automatically convert to different things, account, a contact, or an opportunity. If I try to do it now, there are some fields that are mandatory. So the account, let's say it's John Doe Corp. The rest is okay to not set it. Contact, it's fine. And the opportunity, let's name it John Doe Project. The amount will be $10,000 and the close date, let's say it's in 2 days. Convert. We are back to the leads, but if we go to opportunities, we can see our John Doe Project by John Doe Corp account in a prospecting stage. Everything is nicely connected, as you would expect from a nice CRM. If you open this opportunity, on the right, you can have some activity. Am I hiding it? Yes. Here, what you are able to do is to add documents, see the history, the different activities related to this opportunity, but it is the same for a contact, for a lead, anything. Let's create a task. Let's name it Reach Out to John. The status, let's take to not started, but to say if it started, completed, cancelled, or deferred. Who will need to do it? Let's assign it to the sales team, maybe. A date starts tomorrow. You can also define the time. Attach documents, let's say for now. And you have a nice stream here showing you everything that has been done to this opportunity. The task that we have created is automatically linked to the tasks here. So we have a reach out to John. You have this list by default, but you can also switch to Kanban based on your preference and drag and drop it to update the status. But instead of creating everything by hand, let's open the official demo. If we go to the official website, we have the demo on the top right. You have access to a demo version, what we will open, or also their 30-day free trial. It's not what we want here, it's the live demo. All right, we have an account ready for us, login. And this time, compared to our empty dashboard, because we didn't set any data, we have a lot of things displayed. So by default, I think it opened the homepage. This is my previous use that was saved. We have my activities, a calendar, my cases, and what you can see is you can edit the dashboard and add different dashlet. This is these tabs based on what you want to see, what you want to do. Day to day, you just have to stick to the plan and do your tasks and use the analytics to set up the long-term vision, seeing how it's going, how are your sales doing, so do you need to change something? Or are you on track and just need to deliver? One of the features you have at your disposal is emails. It consists of two things. And the first one is you can set up your email account, your work email here, and answer the messages from here. But you can also use marketing emails, mass email marketing, where you send mail campaign to your clients, to your leads. In the drafts of the demo, you have some example, when you want to send it and to who you want to send it. Here it's empty, but if you edit it, you have a what you see, what you get editor, allowing you to fine-tune it to the aesthetic you want. You can also handle your tasks using the calendar here. The good part is it's connected to the different tasks you have in activities, the different meetings you set up with potential clients, existing one or leads. So here, let's say you have a meeting, we open it, you have the date and who is invited to it. So it can be multiple persons from one team, only the client and you. It will be seamless and everything into EspoCRM. You can even handle the support through it. So you have cases here. So if someone calls you and have an issue, you can create a case, name it issue X, define its status, its priority, assign a user or a team to take care of it, and it will create a task. Someone will have to take an action. So your whole team can rely on the tool. And let's say it's a case that comes often. Maybe it's lacking documentation on your end. So you can have access to a knowledge base. What it is simple categories. Here, the one defined are user guide, administration, and extensions. If I'm correct, I think it's EspoCRM documentation inside. let's say case management. You can see when it's published, if it's a draft or not, edit the content of it, allowing you to have content at disposal to provide to your clients. Something that is really making the difference with EspoCRM is if you go to the administration, so let's cancel the edition. What we have is, if we scroll in customization, we have entity manager, and this is gold. So by default, you have tons of entities. We have the accounts, the calls, campaign, a lot of things already available. Also where it appears in the sidebar, also which module it's attached to, and you can create your own entities, defining all the field it needs to integrate it smoothly with the existing ones. But as the base list is comprehensive, I recommend you to search it. They have a search bar for it to see if you are not recreating something that already exists, that you could expand. Here in project task, I can edit fields, I can rename it, change their type. Everything is easily customizable. For easy integration with your existing tools, you have the API available. It respects OpenAPI specs, so it's easy to do, and even more at the AI era. EspoCRM is free, but it also contains extensions to do more with year licenses. For example, the sales pack, the project management pack, adding extra features that could benefit you or that could be overkill for you. The open source free version already includes a lot. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering EspoCRM with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video, available here.